Well, hey guys. I wanted to show you my country music CD collection. Um, I've been kind of listening to country music for probably the last, I'm going to say, probably 4 years. It's kind of grown on me a little bit. I used to not like it that much, but I found that it's a very relatable type of music. Um, Talks about God and country. Um, it's patriotic. Talks about Second Amendment rights. Talks about life and loved ones you've lost, relationships, whatever. So, um, but yeah, no, I really enjoy country music. I listen to it a lot when I'm driving around in my Chevy. So yeah, let's get into it. So let's see what we got. All right, so I have a few of Montgomery Gentry's CDs. So that's a little bit of that there. So, but yeah, no, there's some good music on here. And then I've got some Clint Black, Kenny Chesney. So I got a few of those albums. I actually have. I want to go back to this part right here. So yeah, I have some good some Clint Black stuff that I listen to once in a while as well. Yeah, it's great stuff. Like I said, this is perfect music for driving around in my Chevy. Kenny Chesney's great. Love this. This is a really good album called "The Road Less Traveled." Really good one. So some classic stuff there. And then we get into some Hank Williams Jr., which I really enjoy. He's super patriotic, so he doesn't pull any punches when it comes to singing against corrupt government. And so yeah, he doesn't pull any punches. But anyway, yeah, there's some of his stuff. And then we got some Toby Keith. Toby Keith's really good. This is a really good album, Unleashed. It's one of the songs on there is called "Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue," the Angry American. So that's a really good song there. It's basically that song is basically he wrote right after September 11th because he was pretty mad about what had happened to America. So he played that song, and he's actually sang it to the troops before too in the past. So that's some of his stuff. And I got some Charley Pride, really good stuff. I want to say he was the first African American country singer. But yeah, don't quote me on that, but that's what I've heard. So he's got some good stuff too. And then we got some John Michael Montgomery, some really good stuff here. This is a really good album called "Letters from Home." And that song, "Letters from Home," is about, he's basically writing the song, basically like a soldier is talking about getting letters from home as he's on the front lines fighting for his country. And so it's a really good song. So yeah, it's a good album. Here's some of his older stuff. There's some more John Michael Montgomery. I have two Blake Shelton albums. This is one of them here, Red River Blue, which is a good one. This one here is one of my favorites, though. It's called Blake Shelton, based on a true story. There's a song called "Boys Round Here," and so it's a really good song to crank up in your truck. Really good song. So that's a little bit of Blake Shelton. Let's see what else we got here. And some more John Michael Montgomery. This one here is some Dwight Yoakam. I believe this is his first album, which I don't listen to it a lot, but it is a good one. So I want to kind of get familiar with it again. So that's some Dwight Yoakam. Right here I have some Ricky Van Shelton that I also just got recently. You know, pretty good album. I really enjoy this one. So yeah, I want to get more familiar with it because I don't have a lot of this stuff. Alabama, you can't go wrong with some Alabama. This is called American Pride. Then you got Josh Turner, The Long Black Train. That's a good album. That's a great song, by the way. Rascal Flatts, only one album I have of theirs. John Rich, I really like. He's a super outspoken conservative. He's been pushing back against the current administration in the White House. So, good guy. And then we've got some Travis Tritt. I have 2 of his albums. And you know, I don't really listen to them that much, but you know, when I do, they're good. It's a good album. And then I'm going to get into a little bit of my Randy Travis part of the collection. So I have a few of Randy Travis's albums. It's pretty classic stuff. So yeah, that's some good stuff here. More Randy Travis. He's got some of his gospel stuff, some praise and worship stuff that I've listened to. Really good stuff. You know what I like about some country music singers, not all of them, but some of them were actually raised in Christian homes. Not all of them, but some of them. And some of them have a really strong faith with God, and it really is apparent in their songs. Not all of them, but some of them. Here's another really good one, Inspirational Journey. That was another kind of a gospel album. There's some more Randy Travis there. And of course, you can't forget the Man in Black, Johnny Cash. I've always been a huge Johnny Cash fan. These are 2 of his live albums, Folsom Prison, and then San Quentin. So this album here is called God. This is a lot of like his gospel kinds of stuff. So if you like that, it's really good stuff. This one's about life. What I like about Johnny Cash is, you know, he was just a real guy. I mean, he was just, even in his music, he was brutally honest about things. And yeah, he sang a lot about life and about God and hardships. And that's why I can relate so much to this stuff. And of course, you got some more Johnny Cash. He had a lot of black albums. So a lot of these kind of came out after he died, some of them. And some of them he actually recorded before he died. So, but yeah, there's some really good classic ones here. That's kind of a cool picture. That was Johnny Cash when he was a kid. And of course, some more Johnny Cash. The Essential Johnny Cash, which is a compilation of a lot of his famous songs like Walk the Line, Man in Black, a lot of those kind of songs. And then I've got his gospel collections, really good. Again, he's pretty upfront about his faith. And he was actually good friends with Billy Graham. I found that out. And Billy Graham actually, I want to say, led him to Christ. So here's a really good one. It's called Johnny Cash America. And these are a lot of like anthem songs about America and God and country and those kinds of things. Here's Waylon Jennings. This is a compilation of Waylon Jennings. Good stuff. Really good stuff. And then we start getting into some Tim McGraw. I haven't listened to Tim McGraw in a long time, but when I first started listening to country music, this was the stuff I used to listen to. So I've got like not all of his albums, but I have a pretty good amount. This is all Tim McGraw. And Faith Hill, a really good singer too. I don't have any of her stuff, but awesome voice. Some more Tim McGraw. Then I got into some Alan Jackson for a while, and Alan Jackson, I just love his voice. But yeah, he sings about some really good stuff. This is Angels and Alcohol. That was good. There's some really good albums by Alan Jackson. Just some classic stuff. Yeah, these are great. These are great albums to listen to. And some more Alan Jackson. This is a really good album, Precious Memories. So it's a lot of church hymns. And so Just some really good stuff to listen to on a Sunday morning before church or just driving around in your truck. Some more Alan Jackson. And then, of course, you can't forget Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. Yeah, awesome album. Then I only have one album. It's Don Williams, 20 Greatest Hits. I don't really listen to that very often as well, but it's pretty good. It's some good music to chill out to. And then I really like this guy, Trace Adkins. This guy's very outspoken about supporting the military. He's written songs about Marines. There's one particular song I can think of. It's called Semper Fi. And it's all about just supporting the Marines and what the Marines do to keep America safe. And so it's basically a song dedicated to the Marine Corps. And this is a good one. Honky Tonk Badonkadonk. That's a good one too. And then we've got some other good ones here, like Trace Adkins. More Trace Adkins. Let's see. This one here is this red album is George Jones, the 2 CD set. So I've got my George Jones right there, classic stuff. And then of course you can't forget Glen Campbell. This was the best of Glen Campbell right here. After he died, I decided to start a collection. I also have some Glen Campbell vinyl as well, but these are the CDs that I have. This is Ballads and Bluegrass. So if you like bluegrass music, good album. And then we've got some Merle Haggard, Okie from Muskogee. This includes Mama Tried, some of those songs. And yeah, I don't really listen to that very often as well, but it's a good relaxing album. This is Brad Paisley, Mud on the Tires. That's a good famous song there. But yeah, I haven't listened to that one in a while. I really like Eric Church. Eric Church is awesome. He just doesn't pull any punches when it comes to, God and country, and just some really fun songs to listen to. So, Charlie Daniels, this guy passed away a while back, but I've always been a fan of Charlie Daniels. The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Oh man, that's an awesome song. I have a lot of his vinyl. And then we got some Lyle Lovett, which I haven't really listened to this album as much as I'd like to, but I would like to kind of get familiar with it again. Roger Miller, King of the Road. His songs are hilarious. So if you get a chance to pick up some Roger Miller, he has some funny songs. And then Johnny Paycheck, he's famous for that song, Take This Job and Shove It, and this is the album. So it's kind of nice, driving around in my truck listening to that stuff. And of course, you can't forget, oh man, this guy's a legend, Hank Williams Sr. Oh man, good album. It's got a lot of good songs on here. And then, last but not least, I've got some Jamie Johnson. I just started getting into Jamie Johnson a few months ago. I have most of his albums, but these are the ones that I have. I have the white and the black album. This was a double CD set. And then I've got this one here, and then I've got that Lonesome Song. So yeah, really good stuff. I'm leaving this empty right here because pretty soon I'm going to be getting 4 Brantley Gilbert albums. I'll be putting those in here. And that's pretty much going to complete my country collection. I may even have to just get a whole new CD carrier if I want to keep doing this. But Brantley Gilbert, I just started listening to. I really like him. He's mixed in with a little bit of rock and roll and some country. And so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed checking out my albums, and be blessed.